1999 Pontiac Trans Am, replacing the knock sensors in the LS1. Also applies to 5.3 or whatever else you're working on. So they screw in. The first set that I installed, I think the harness grounded out on it, but there's two areas that make a connection. There's that center pin right there, or center receptacle I should call it, and then it just grounds. And what these actually do is when there is knock, it literally generates voltage. I'm not joking. You hook it up to the computer reads the voltage whenever you have detonation in the cylinders, and the timing is advanced too far. But when I installed them, they grounded out, fried them. So two of these knock sensors are good, and two of these knock sensors are bad. And it's kind of a weird thing to test them. You have to test them with millivoltage. So I got my trusty volt ohm meter here. And you set this to millivolts. It's a very, very tiny voltage that it measures. So you gotta set it to direct current DCV, direct current volts, and M for millivolts. So this will read 0 millivolts to 200 millivolts. So here are my two leads. And I'm going to use an old harness. The one that grounded is not grounded now, obviously, because it's not installed in the car. So I'm going to install these and show y'all how to check these. It's actually pretty amazing. They'll generate voltage, and I'm going to prove it with this voltometer right here. So we're going to find the good ones and the bad ones. So I'm going to set the camera down. My wife just arrived, so she's probably going to call me a nerd. Just bear with me. So, actually, let's hook up the harness. So now, just follow the wire around to this little pin. So I'm going to put a positive end on here. Got some alligator clamps, I'm going to clamp it on there. And then, this is my negative end. I'm just going to ground it to the case. It's all welded together, so here we go. I'll focus down there on that. Try to. There. I'm going to hit it with this piece of steel. You're going to watch the voltage register. I'm just tapping it, registering millivolts. Disconnect this one. It's making about 16, and I was just kind of tapping on it. Let's try the next one. Oops. Kind of swatting it pretty good. The most it's making is like 3 or 4 volts, or millivolts rather. Hey dear, I'm making a video. Oh. So that's who I'm talking to. I'm not losing my mind. Sorry I would get the door, but my hands are full. It be like that sometimes. That one just made 25 millivolts. So I'm going to put that in the good pile over there. So I got 2 good ones, but let me just verify that this one isn't making any millivolts. I'm pretty much beating the crap out of this thing, and it's only making like 4 millivolts. Okay, that one was a false positive. I'll show you again. I'm wailing on it. It's barely making 3 or 4 volts. So I'm chunking these in the garbage, and those are the good ones. I hope this helps.